This week on the Andrew and Pete Show, does Anne Handley know her tweets? Is Chris Ducker a good dancer? And does Mark Schaefer really wish he was Kim Kardashian? Let's have a cheeky disco. It's the Andrew and Pete Show. Wrong answers.
Hello, Mark Schaefer, and welcome to Wrong Answers. This is the game where we're going to be asking you quick-fire questions that you should know the answer to. However, in order to score a point, you actually have to answer the question incorrectly, hence wrong answers. Okay. For everyone that you answer incorrectly, you will get a point. Are you ready to go? Does that make sense?
Let's roll.
Let's roll,
right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
How many people read your blog each month?
Less than one.
Where did you meet Andrew and Pete?
Less than one.
Who do you host the Marketing Companion podcast with?
Andrew and Pete.
Do you still use MySpace?
Every day.
Is your last name really easy to spell?
No.
Do you wish you were Kim Kardashian?
It's tricky to give a wrong answer to that.
Time up. You did so well.
I know, yeah.
We caught you out there.
That's a little personal. Kim and I go way back. We go way, way back.
Yeah. Childhood friend.
Well, Kim and I, we started on social media together, and I just don't understand it, because social media is all about engagement, right? And she won't engage with me, and I just don't understand. And what's up, Kim? What's up with you?
Marketing Tango. This week on Marketing Tango, we have the amazing, the wonderful, the delightful, the British Chris Ducker. Woo! All right.
Hello, governors. You right? How are you?
Great. So this is how it works.
Good.
Marketing Tango, the jingle is going to play. And after the jingle ends, all you have to do is name something from the category. We're going to give you the category in a second. You will be dueling it out against Andrew here, who is absolutely amazing at this game, gotta say.
This is Brit versus Brit for the first time.
Brit versus Brit.
Right, bring it bloody on. Bring it on. Come on.
Alright, the category is cities in the UK.
We know you're coming back.
You do realise I haven't lived there for 17 years. You are aware of this fact. Okay.
We're going to brush you up on your British geography here.
I'll give you a second just to think of a few.
If you lose this, you're not allowed back.
Alright, Pat, for Britain.
For Britain.
For Britain.
I'm quite looking forward to educating all the Americans listening as well that there is more than London in the UK.
Yes.
There isn't London and not London.
But now you know why we're holding the Upernor Summit in London. It made it so much easier to sell internationally. Yeah.
Where is Bristol?
Is that in the UK? Right, okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Newcastle.
London.
Birmingham.
Manchester.
Edinburgh.
Sheffield.
Aberdeen.
Cambridge.
Leeds.
Leeds. Brighton.
Inverness.
Plymouth.
Cardiff.
Oh, this is getting hard. Coventry. Yes!
That was tough. Okay, Chris, you are allowed back.
Well done.
Thank you so much, Chris, for playing. Bonus 5 points to you.
Score.
Tweet or no tweet? Is it a tweet? I don't know. Is it a tweet or is it not a tweet? I don't know. Hello, I'm Handley, and welcome to Tweet or No Tweet. The rules of this round are simple. We're going to give you 5 tweets, and all you have to do is tell us if you actually wrote the tweets or if we just completely made them up out of thin air. The first tweet, or potentially no tweet, is boom, pizza. Is that a tweet or is that no tweet?
Man. How far back do these go?
Some of them go a long way back.
Oh. I'm feeling like yes. That was my tweet.
Got you.
You do say boom a lot on Twitter.
You do say boom a lot.
I do say boom. I know. That's why I don't remember tweeting about pizza, but I was like, I do say boom. So, 50% could be me.
We got into your psyche. Right, okay.
Yeah, you're in here. All right,
Yeah.
I got this now. All right. All right, I
Okay.
get it now. All
Tweet
right.
number 2. God knows that poo and the bathtub don't have a great association for most parents. ... Lol.
Tweet or no tweet?
No tweet.
That was a tweet.
Are you even kidding me right now?
That wasn't even that far back. That was 14th of March, 2017.
Uh-huh.
What was the link to?
There was no link. It was a reply to something.
It was a
or other.
reply to poopy something or other.
Like,
we literally just typed in like poo. I'm like, see what came up. It's like, oh, we got something.
all right, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna fact check this after this session. Poo plus and Handley.
Yeah.
All right, go
All right,
right
okay, third one.
Go.
I'm stuck on my favorite fall food. ... Is red wine a food?
That's true.
Yeah. You get a point.
Finally.
I think it classes
All
as a food. It was grapes one day, right?
It was grapes
so,
one day.
Yeah, I feel like we can class that.
Everything is food. It's lunch in some places.
Yeah. Right, okay, tweet number 4. Come on, we can bring this back.
All right, I'm feeling it. I'm turned it around.
Free is my favorite price. Tweet or no
Tweets.
tweet?
Tweet.
Yeah.
Correct!
Yeah.
Right in with that one.
You knew that one.
I say that a lot because it's true.
Free red wine, like.
I like
Free
it.
red wine,
Yeah.
free poo, everything.
All
All
right.
right, last one. Let's round
okay.
this off.
All right.
Tweet or no tweet? The best thing about Scotland... ... Buckfast.
Ooh, that's definitely me.
Are you saying that's a real tweet?
That's a real tweet.
No!
Oh! All right, it's a real sentiment.
You thought that tweet, I'm sure.
You thought about it.
Yeah.
You didn't quite
I'm
type
pretty
it.
sure that was a fake Facebook post. I'm just saying.
Well, this isn't Facebook or no Facebook, so...
All right, well, okay. You captured sentiment, though. I feel like that I should get a half point for that because you captured a sentiment that I believe. I would have tweeted that.
I think
What about that?
I think we should get a point for
we
being
should get a
able to
point,
capture the sentiment.
Yeah,
What
writing
about
these
that?
tweets.
When you capture a point of view or a tone of voice, I get half a point. All right. You don't have to answer right now. Just think about it. Just think about
We'll put that one to the judge.
We'll think about it.
Yeah.
But
Okay, Anne, you did well. You got
Thank you.
you got 2 well. Not too well,
right.
to be fair. You got 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
But thank you for playing. Tweet or
it.
no
Known
tweet.
as 2.5. That's what I think of it. Up to you. Up to you. We can talk about it later.
Tool, don't drool. On this week's episode of Tool Don't Drool, we are joined by Jay Acunzo. How you feeling, Jay?
I'm a little nervous. I wore a shirt that's too nice with a microphone that's too expensive. I don't know how this segment's going to go.
Yeah, we didn't pre-warn any of our guests, by the way, guys, what was going to happen here. So, yeah, this is
Good luck.
actual reaction to this game. Okay,
Real. This is real.
This is how Tool Don't Drool works, Jay. We're going to ask you to name your favorite tool and tell us why it is your favorite tool. All you have to do is answer that question with a mouthful of water. There is 5 points to be won and 5 points to be lost as well. If you can successfully tell us what that tool is without spitting, drooling, spraying, or swallowing, you will win the 5 points. Okay, are you ready?
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Take a mouthful of water, Jay.
All right, here we go. This is real. This is also
real
water.
Or potentially alcohol.
Oh. Who early about alcohol?
It's really. It's good practice. Okay.
All right, Jay. What is your favorite tool and why?
I really like Evernote.
Evernote.
Because I get to write all my thoughts in the right order, and then I can come back with on mobile and also on desktop.
That's great.
I feel like everyone might be able to understand that.
I can actually tell what you said.
Oh, right, okay.
You can swallow now. Well done.
You can swallow.
Well done.
Well
Okay.
done.
All right, and if you look at it, there's less water in that now. Okay.
Okay, for the people that couldn't understand you, why do you love Evernote so much?
So yes, there's the ad hoc note taking of Evernote, and that's very valuable, and I can sync it to desktop and mobile, or mobile and desktop, which is what I just tried to say. But for me, when I write a speech or I create a show, whether it's my show or for someone else, I love the framework, the structure, kind of the blueprint underneath it that enables me to tinker, right? It's like if you're writing a TV show, you have a writer's room that understands what a cold open is and all the blocks of their show that makes it their show instead of someone else's. And so there's a lot of moving pieces in these kinds of, original series that I like to build. And it really does get overwhelming to put it in one scrolling doc or, just keep it in my head. So I'm big on the documentation, not just on your strategy and on your channels and results and all that, but I actually like, how does this show become your own? It's content IP, where IP doesn't stand for content I produce. In other words, it's teachable. It's intellectual property that I can kind of share with others and say, okay, I'm bringing out a contributor. Here's how we write the show. And there's just so many moving pieces that Evernote is kind of like my brain outsourced for that stuff.
That's cool.
Awesome.
That's cool.
We've never got into Evernote, but I feel like we really need to sit down and work out how we can use it better for ourselves.
I think it's just a good start for you guys. Like step one, if you're interested, stop writing notes on napkins. I've seen your process before, and it's just, especially with the amount you guys eat buffalo wings, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
Okay, we'll
All
do that. We'll go download it. We'll download Evernote.
Well done, Jay. I think that was plus 5 points as well.
Plus
for
5
how
points.
drooling.
Well done.
That shirt and microphone didn't get ruined. Thank you for playing Tool Don't Drool.
Thank you.
The slow fire round.
Hello, Joe Pulizzi, and welcome to the Slow Fire Round. Joe, why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Thanks, guys. My name is Joe Pulizzi. I have been in the content marketing industry for almost 20 years now, believe it or not. Ooh. I founded the Content Marketing Institute in 2010. I've written 5 books, most recently Killing Marketing, coming out in the fall of 2017. And my favorite event in the world is Content Marketing World, which is held every September in Cleveland, Ohio.
Ooh, awesome. Thank you.
You are a content marketing vet.
Yeah, I may be the oldest.
Impressed.
I may be the oldest person in content marketing. So we're set up.
That's funny. Okay.
Did you write the very first blog?
Oh yeah, that's good.
What is content marketing? That's it. My content marketing.
I should have been in the wrong answers game. Yeah. Did you write the very first blog? All right.
Nobody read it though, but I did write it.
You did write it, but no one read it.
You have to go to the Wayback Machine to find that one. It's very, very difficult.
All right. In the slow fire round, we get you to answer the same 3 questions that we ask everybody, but the catch is you are not allowed to say a certain 3 words that we're going to give you in a second. If you do say those said 3 words, you lose a point. Every time. So.
Do I lose a pint?
A point.
Or a point?
A point.
Okay. Because if I lose a pint, I'm really going to take this seriously.
That's a good. We should play for pints next time. All right.
Now that would take the game. Oh yeah. What do we do? What kind of pints are we talking
beer,
about?
right? Beer, right?
Talking about Guinness or what? All right.
All right, okay. So the 3 words that you can't say are blog, content, and video. Blog, content, and video. All right? So this is going to be quite tough.
I say those words like 1,000 times a day. So,
I know.
okay. All right.
All right, so the first question is, what is your most shared piece of content, and why do you think that is?
See, I'm going to say the other words. Oh, right there. My most shared piece of information
Good.
is probably, I would probably say it was a very controversial podcast episode that Mr. Robert Rose and I put together on This Old Marketing. It was, I think that the episode was all about how people really need to move away from Facebook. And this is a couple years ago, where we basically were saying, look, Facebook owns your audience. You have no control over it. Facebook is a great advertising strategy, if you will. But for organic information sharing, not very good. It's their audience, not yours. And so we went through a couple of those things around Facebook's news, and it really took off quite a bit, not only on the CMI portal, but it.
I was thinking then, what is
but
the
on
CMI?
but on iTunes as well.
And do you think it was because of the controversial aspect of it?
Usually, the things that really take off and go viral, which I hate, even that's like, I don't care if something goes viral, it doesn't matter, because most of the people that spread it, pay attention to it, are not our regular audience members. But generally, if you want an audience, and there's some people that you've probably talked to on your program that do things a little bit controversial to get people to share their stuff, and even if sometimes they don't believe it. So yes, I would agree with the more controversial, the better. We have some people in the United States that are very controversial and get a lot of sharing. Not even going to go there. But yes, it worked.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to question 2. That was great, thank you.
Question number 2. What is your biggest time saver when it comes to creating content?
Less is more. And when I first started creating information and delivering it to my customers, or the audience that we were targeting, I thought that we had to be everywhere where our audience was. We had to be on YouTube. We had to be on Facebook. We had to be on, God help us all, Snapchat, right? We had to be everywhere. And about 5 years ago, I realized that is a failed strategy. The better way to do it is really focusing on, when you get started and you're trying to build an audience, one content type for the most part. Audio, video. Oh, shoot!
Oh, you're doing so well.
Okay, wait. Okay, I lose a point for that. One informational type. One. Is it audio? Is it?
You can use blog. You
moving
can't
pictures,
use blog video content.
moving pictures, or textual. One platform. And what we see a lot of marketers doing is they're just taking their content. Oh man, I lose another point. Their information, they're sharing it all over the place. I now hate this game. I hate this game. I hate both of you. Never doing this again. It is harder than you think. And then, and I wish marketers would not produce so much information and thinking that it's going to help them or their audience. It usually doesn't. Less is more. It is not the amount of I didn't say it. The amount of information that you share. It's focusing on the pain points of that audience and delivering consistently over a period of time and not being everywhere they're at. And I've lost like 4 points or something like that.
I love moving picture marketing. I feel like we should get into that quick.
Moving pictures. I'm coming up. What's video? I'm gonna start drawing pictures for you or something like that. All right, I lost that game.
All right, one more.
Okay.
We've got one more question.
I'm sure Mark Schaefer lost no points with that one.
No, he said he repeated the words back to us. That was the first thing Mark Schaefer did.
Well, then he was.
3 points off the bat. Yeah.
Okay, you got one more question as well, so there's still
One more question.
to be lost here.
Jeez. Oh, okay.
So, what do you wish you had done sooner when it comes to content marketing?
That's easy. Develop my e-newsletter list.
Yeah.
Email subscribers, number one. When I first started creating information online, didn't have an email call to action. And boy, did we miss out on building an audience. So I would absolutely say that. And still today, this was back in 2009. Still today, if you look at the YouTubers, Smosh, and look what Matthew Patrick's doing, and look at all those people that are building audiences online. They're all trying, we can't focus on YouTube's not going to save us. Facebook's not going to save us. They don't care about us. They care about their own revenue strategies, and they should. So what do we need to do? Well, we have the most control over our email. So I would say that's where it took us about 18 months to really start focusing on that.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Okay,
Well
you
done.
didn't do so bad. So yeah, well done. You can say those words now. We'll let you get it out your system.
Good. Blog content. Well, the interesting is, for the first question, my most viral piece of content was probably a blog post that I did. So, and it was titled "A Blog Post Is Like," and the whole blog post was, a blog post is like a mini skirt. You want it. What is it? You want it long, short enough to be interesting and long enough to cover the essentials. That's probably the most viral thing I've ever created.
I need to go and check that one out.
I know. We're gonna have to create more like miniskirt marketing vlogs.
Miniskirt and motion picture marketing. Yeah.
I got in trouble for that one too. Some people didn't like that blog.
It's
so
a
whatever.
controversial aspect.
Controversial.
Joe, where can people find out more about you and what you do?
JoePulizzi.com, all my books, all my ventures, everything like that. And then I'm fairly accessible on Twitter at Joe Pulizzi, Pulizzi on Twitter.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much for taking part in this slow fire round.
Slow jazz. Ooh.
And that was the end of episode 2 of the Andrew and Pete Show. Andrew, how did everybody do? What's the scores?
Okay, so we've got Amy Schmittauer at the bottom still with -5 points. Mark Schaefer does have a point on the board now. He's got 1 point. Then we have Anne Handley and Joe Pulizzi, Content King and Queen, with 2 points apiece. Jay Acunzo and Kim Garst with 5 points. Peg Fitzpatrick remains on 7 points, and Chris Ducker storms into the lead at the end of episode 2 with 12 points. But just wait till episode 3 when Brian Fanzo and Jay Baer come out to play.
That was just a teaser of the Andrew and Pete Show.
Yes, all 10 episodes are now available on the podcast in full, with more games, more fun, and more marketing talk.
Check out the links below and find out who was crowned the ultimate marketing champion.